trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And fights through one man, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field, but at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Throwing on first down is Carr. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. Caught left side, it's Beckham.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Raiders' 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr is swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. The open man here, Renfro. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
To throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To the air again, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He's got it.
And he is out of bounds here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Lakers 10, Chargers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
On 2nd and 10, Carr.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return.
More from L.A. in a moment. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Herbert back to the air.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Touchdown, Chargers! Robert Tonyan, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Raiders 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Now on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The kick by McManus is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Goddard.
Carlson now to kick this one away.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Herbert. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That is caught by Anderson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Herbert now.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys.
Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Raiders. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 39, Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
On first down, it's Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score. Chargers 24, Raiders 17. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Great catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On first down, it's Herbert. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain that time for the Chargers. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd and goal, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! Robert Tunyon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, first and 10.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
To throw again on second down. Carr.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he's got some space here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Raiders 24. Daniel Carlson to kick off for
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And this, a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw on second and 10, Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as as they come up on second down. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Carr now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards, 28 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Named at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Herbert. He's got Eckler. Room here to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And part of the tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Herbert to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts
as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Herbert being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, that's what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.